865 Gaming Conversations. This is our third video on No Man's Sky. Today I got a treat. We got all three of us here today.
Back from the dead.
Alive and well.
Alive and well.
Y'all rode right into that. That was pretty good.
Oh, you know.
All right. So this week's video on No Man's Sky is going to be talking about the weather effects, what it's going to do to gameplay, how it's going to help your survival factor, different planets, things like that. What weather effects are you looking forward to, and which ones intrigue you the most? What do you think about
Well, let's list them first of all for everybody.
Yep. So the newest ones I just heard about was I watched a video where this guy was testing the game, and he had acid rain was coming on the planet, and it was affecting his suit. It was deteriorating his suit, and he said he had a brilliant idea to go jump in the water. He's like, if I go jump in this water, it's going to protect my suit. So he goes and jumps in the water, and needless to say, the puddle of water also was full of acid. So that did not help his situation at all. I don't know if jumping into the pool of water because he was surrounded by water, if that made his suit deteriorate even faster. I don't know. Did you see that video?
Was it an acid? Was it an acid pool?
Yeah, it was an acid. It was a pool
of acid.
I'm
sure that did deteriorate faster.
I would think so.
Logic would dictate.
Yes, I would think so. But I think that just brings more elements to the game. Like it does bring a whole survival factor to it.
Well, it actually brings a lot of your strategy to that. You're not going to hop on any planet either. I mean, like
right.
Oh, let's hop on this planet.
Well, you can, but then you're going to just get.
But that's what I'm saying is I'm interested to see what we don't know about. I suspect they're going to have stuff that they include that they don't tell us.
Oh, sure.
At least I hope they do.
There's a lot.
That's what
there's
he's
a lot
doing.
There's a lot of stuff.
That's why
I mean specifically in regard to. I know they are. But I mean specifically in regard to the weather.
I really honestly haven't heard much details on how much weather there's going to be. I know there's going to be a wide variety, but I haven't heard how much or what all they're.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be quite extensive, but I don't know. Which is probably because he's not said anything and want to keep it a mysterious factor.
Yeah, because the planets all some planets may have multiple biomes for their whatever their weather is.
They will. The planets will have multiple biomes.
Some of them will only have one.
See, that's what I've heard. I've heard at least most planets are going to have just one biome. Because he wants that exploration. In fact, he doesn't want to have a lot of planets that has multiple biomes.
Yeah, because you don't want survival.
Right. Yeah. He wants to keep it more like an old school, space movie where most planets were the same. Or like a space comics, So I don't know if any planets are going to have multiple biomes.
I thought they.
Gonna be a few.
I thought there were. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's interesting in regards to a similar game, Event Horizon. Not Event Horizon.
Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous. Thank you.
Yeah, Horizon's a good movie.
That was a good movie.
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
Great horror movie. It's a horror movie. So
my friend Chris probably seen that movie about 50 billion times.
I've seen it.
I've seen it twice.
Elite Dangerous is adding their next expansion is having planets.
So, I thought that they released it already.
They may have actually.
Maybe it's on PC. But
I have that. I should look into that. When you design games, you don't have time to play them as much. They have a similar idea of that too, like single biome. So that may be a more common thread.
Maybe so.
Either way, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. The question is, will I ever be able to see either one of you two online? That I still don't know.
No, you won't.
Probably not.
Online, no. In fact, I'm gonna stay away from them. I'm gonna make sure I'm never gonna land on a planet. Let's go. Just fly and go.
If we all meet at the center, maybe.
My question for both of you two is, how long are you gonna spend on your first planet?
Oh, I'll probably be there way too long.
Yeah, me too.
I'll be there. Pretty good.
I was telling him last week that I was reading a tweet. A guy said, "I'm gonna find one planet to stand the entire game," and I was like, "That's the stupidest." I could see myself
probably will. What's really cool about some of his articles or his interviews I've heard about him, he said that...
Who is the he?
I'm sorry. Let me be more specific.
Yes.
I'm referring to Sean Murray, the creator of No Man's Sky. So Sean Murray has said, initially he's releasing the game as he wants it to be like a really big exploration game. He did say their company, Hello Games, is going to be more in contact with people who are playing the game. They're going to listen to feedback. So if he knows there's something that's missing in the game, he's open to adding it to it later on.
I suspect that you're going to start having like spaceship, building space stations,
maybe
building settlements, because that's a big push in gaming right now.
I think the first thing they're going to probably add is more multiplayer features, because I think that's going to be the main gripe I see.
But
this game
to me, the ability to build a space station and create guilds, I could see that happening.
That'd be awesome.
I don't know. I don't want any traditional multiplayer stuff in the game. I want it to stay.
I don't think he's ever going to add.
It won't be a traditional
style.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think that's not
the gameplay by default. The universe size by default is not traditional. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want anything traditional like being able to have groups of people and factions. I don't want any of that in there. I almost won't even play the game online. I might just play it totally single player.
It probably won't change much.
I know.
Even if you
I might do it offline.
I think the only real thing you wouldn't be able to be different is you wouldn't see the changes that other players have made into the game.
Yeah, that may be the way I play it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
See, to me,
I'll play online.
I want to see. Oh crap! Q far 58,000 has discovered this planet already. Yeah.
Granted, who knows how long it'll take for us to even see that?
I can't imagine there won't be people near each other. I just can't imagine that they. I mean, I know the galaxy's huge. I get it.
Yeah.
There would be poor game design
to
make it so you're never going to see
I just don't know
it's going to happen.
How long it's going to take for that to
Well, like we said, I'm convinced the first people are going to see each other. Hi, person.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's going to happen.
And I think that's one reason. That's one reason why he's spreading it out so much, because he doesn't want it to be a shooter. He doesn't want it to be another, MMO or an online shooter game. So I think that's one reason why he's spreading people out so far.
I think the reality is they just went for a unique gaming,
which experience. What I like. I like that.
I really am interested to see how diverse the actual planets are.
Me too.
That's the big for me. That's the real big question. Do all these creatures really look? Are they like reskinned versions of each other? Like that's
how much variety is there really?
Yeah, like it'd be really cool if they had it that in your solar system of planets that those kind of are similar, and then other solar systems look totally different. From an evolution perspective,
I think there's going to be those really lush planets with just the right distance from the star, and they've got water and
the Earth zones. What's it called?
There's going to be a few of those
M-class planets,
and then there's also going to be those straight survival planets where you go in for 10 minutes. It's all you can stand is 10 minutes in your suit. Grab what you need and then get out.
Yep.
Like there's going to be those planets that are just barren, just desert planets, the ice planets.
There's probably planets that have nothing. They're literally just be like,
just complete barren.
Welcome to the planet. Here's the snow plains,
sand, Tatooine.
Exactly. There's nothing.
Planets.
Because they've shown those Dune type planets.
Yeah, with those like worm creatures.
Yep, they've shown that. They've showed the Hoth-like planet.
Yep.
It's just straight just ice. It was in that last. They just revealed part of the game to the press. This thing was back in January. Yeah, January. We'll say January.
January.
And they couldn't stand outside in the cold for too long at all. Or it would
their whole thing would deteriorate
the suit, and then it started chipping away at their health.
Yeah.
All right. Final thoughts, real quick, with Scott on weather effects. What are your last little bits on that?
Just in closing, I just think that kind of briefly mentioned it before, but I think that the weather effects are going to add just really a lot of depth to this game. I think it's going to add a lot of survival factors. I'm really excited to see what all different type of environments or weather actually is going to be in the game, and I'm kind of glad that I'm not going to know really until the game's released. Because I love what Sean Murray's doing with this. I love that the core concept of the game is going to be, but we're not going to truly really know until we could dive into it. I'd buy the game if I had like 5 planets to go to. I'd still buy the game.
True. Just final thoughts on the weather. Your final thoughts on the whole game. We still got a ways to go until it comes out.
Well, final thoughts on the whole weather is just kind of what I said. I like that's what they're doing with it. I'm excited to see everything else that they're going to do with the weather, and I think it just adds a lot more depth into the game.
Final thoughts on the weather effects for me is I'm just going to be interested on see how it changes the way you play when you go to each planet.
Mm-hmm.
Just if it's going to hinder you, if it's going to enhance, what you can do, little things like that. I know it's just a small piece of the
big
puzzle that makes the game, so I just want to see how well it fits in with everything.
How well it flows with everything else.
Yeah. That's it. Just how does it all mesh together?
Yep.
In the whole,
universe,
game,
galaxy, whatever you want to call it.
See how it works out and everything.
Yeah.
Like every other gameplay mechanic in the game, it looks like it's going to be a pretty, sizable chunk. I hope that's not like one of the bigger things. I hope there's still a lot of stuff that we haven't seen yet. I
guarantee there is.
There's got to be, right?
I almost guarantee it. But, I mean, I think the game is way too enormous for us to have already seen the vast majority of things. I think we've only scratched the surface of what we're going to see in this game.
All right. Well, is that about it?
That's about it.
That's it. Well, that's
till the next time.
It's our third video on No Man's Sky, and I guess we out.